In the relentless rush of modern life, with its constant notifications and simmering anxieties, we are in a perpetual state of seeking solace. We turn to meditation apps, white noise machines, and wellness retreats, often overlooking a source of profound, ancient tranquility that walks silently among us: the domestic cat. This is not merely a collection of trivia. This is a deep dive into the biological, historical, and emotional symphony of calm that cats represent. From the frequency of their purr, a sound with near magical healing properties, to the silent poetry of their sleep, cats are master architects of peace. They are living, breathing antidotes to stress, and understanding the science and soul behind their serene existence can unlock instant, genuine happiness. Prepare to feel your shoulders drop, your breath deepen, and a smile grace your face as we explore the most relaxing facts about our feline companions. The cat's purr is one of the most soothing sounds in the natural world, but its relaxation properties are more than just anecdotal. They are scientific. A cat's purr typically vibrates at a frequency between 25 and 150 Hz. This range is not arbitrary. In a fascinating field of study known as vibrational or frequency medicine, these exact frequencies have been identified as therapeutic for bone growth and repair, pain relief, and wound healing. Fact: studies have shown that exposure to frequencies of 25 to 50 Hz can increase bone density, while 100 Hz is effective in soothing pain and inflammation. A cat's purr, therefore, is a self-healing mechanism, a built-in vibrational therapy session that they activate not only when content, but also when injured, stressed, or giving birth. When you hold a purring cat, you are being gently bathed in these healing vibrations. Your own body responds, with studies suggesting it can lower blood pressure, reduce the risk of heart attack, and ease dyspnea, which is difficulty breathing. This is not just relaxation, it is biological co-regulation. The act of petting a cat while it purrs creates a powerful feedback loop of calm. The repetitive rhythmic sound and the tactile sensation of soft fur engage our parasympathetic nervous system, the part of our nervous system responsible for rest and digest. It acts as a direct counter to the fight-or-flight stress response. Fact: a 2009 study at the University of Minnesota Stroke Institute found that cat owners had a 30% reduced risk of heart attack compared to non-cat owners. The lead researcher attributed this significantly to the stress-relieving effect of a cat's purr. The sound is a non-threatening, predictable stimulus that tells our primal brain, all is well, you are safe. It is a lullaby encoded in their DNA, a sound that signals the absence of immediate danger, allowing our own bodies to unwind. A cat's purr is most often a signal of contentment. It begins when kittens are just days old, a vibration that helps them bond with their mother and guides them to nurse. This primal association with safety, warmth, and nourishment is something we, as humans, intuitively understand. Hearing a purr taps into our own deep-seated memories of comfort and security. It is a sound that says, in this moment, there is no conflict, only peace. And, peace is contagious. If you have ever watched a cat seek out a perfect square of sunlight on the floor, settle into it, and become utterly still, you have witnessed a masterclass in mindfulness. Cats do not fret about the sun moving, they simply move with it. They do not lie in the sun while making mental to-do lists, they are fully, completely immersed in the sensation of warmth on their fur. Fact: this behavior is a perfect example of living in the present moment. They are not ruminating on past grievances or anxious about future meals, unless it's immediately dinner time. They are practicing a state of being that human meditators spend years trying to achieve. By simply observing a cat in a sun puddle, we are reminded of the profound peace that can be found in the here and now. It's a silent invitation to pause, to feel, and to just be. One of the most tender and relaxing interactions you can have with a cat is the slow blink. When a cat looks at you, half closes its eyes, and blinks slowly, it is communicating trust and affection. In the feline world, closing one's eyes in the presence of another is the ultimate sign of vulnerability and, therefore, trust. Fact: you can actively participate in this silent conversation. The next time your cat is looking at you calmly, try slowly closing your eyes and then opening them. You will often find them returning the gesture. This exchange releases oxytocin, the love hormone, in both you and your cat. It is a wordless, stress-free, and deeply bonding moment that lowers cortisol levels and creates a palpable sense of connection and safety. It is, quite literally, a meditation on love. Cats sleep for 12 to 16 hours a day, and watching them can be incredibly hypnotic. the progression from a light nap, where their ears might still twitch at sounds, to the deep REM sleep where their paws and whiskers flutter as they dream of chasing mythical creatures, is a spectacle of utter vulnerability and peace. Fact. The fact that a creature feels safe enough to enter such a vulnerable state in your presence is a powerful testament to the sanctuary you have provided. Their rhythmic breathing, their completely relaxed bodies, and the occasional dreamy twitch are a live demonstration of total surrender to rest. It gives us subconscious permission to do the same, reminding us that it is not only okay to rest, but it is a vital, beautiful, and natural part of life. A cat's fur is a marvel of evolutionary engineering, designed for insulation and camouflage. But for humans, it is one of the most effective tactile stress relievers on the planet. The act of stroking a cat's fur provides sensory stimulation that is both calming and grounding. Fact. The texture of a cat's coat, whether silky, plush, or fine, requires a gentle touch. This gentle pressure stimulates nerve endings in our fingers that send calming signals to the brain. Furthermore, the simple repetitive motion of petting creates a rhythm that can lull our nervous system into a more peaceful state. It is a form of active meditation that anchors us in the physical world, pulling us away from anxious thoughts. A cat's body temperature runs slightly higher than a human's, typically between 101 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, or 38.3 to 39.2 degrees Celsius. When a cat curls up on your lap or chest, it becomes a living, purring hot water bottle. This gentle, consistent warmth is deeply soothing, relaxing muscles and promoting a sense of physical well-being. Fact. The application of mild heat is a well-known therapy for pain and stress. The warmth from a cat provides this same therapeutic effect, easing tension and creating a cozy, contained microenvironment of comfort. It is a physical manifestation of the phrase, warm and fuzzy feeling. Kneading or making biscuits is a behavior kittens perform while nursing to stimulate milk flow from their mother. Adult cats carry this behavior into adulthood when they are feeling supremely content, safe, and loved. The rhythmic pushing motion of their paws, often accompanied by a purr and half-closed eyes, is the ultimate expression of feline bliss. Fact. Observing this behavior is profoundly relaxing because it is a pure, unadulterated display of happiness. It is a cat regressing to its most innocent and comforted state. The rhythm is predictable and gentle, and the sentiment behind it, total and complete satisfaction, is a powerful emotion to witness and share. A cat's tail is, a pretty sophisticated communication tool. While a twitching tail can signal irritation, a gently swaying tail or one held high with a slight curve at the tip, kind of like a question mark, often indicates a confident, happy, and curious cat. Understanding this language removes the mystery and potential stress from our interactions, replacing it with a quiet confidence. Fact. Seeing that question mark tail as your cat approaches you is a clear, relaxing signal that they are happy to see you and are in a friendly mood. This knowledge allows for a stress-free interaction, reinforcing a positive bond. While often a trap, a cat exposing its belly is, first and foremost, a sign of ultimate trust. The belly is the most vulnerable part of any animal. By exposing it, your cat is saying, "I feel so safe with you that I can show you my most delicate area." Fact. Even if you cannot pet it, the sight of a cat sleeping on its back, belly exposed to the world, is honestly one of the most relaxing images in the animal kingdom. It is a visual representation of a world without threats, a creature so at ease in its environment that it can let its guard down completely. It really symbolizes the peace we all strive to achieve. Some cats develop what's called a silent meow, where they open their mouths as if to vocalize, but, no sound actually comes out. This behavior is typically reserved for their most trusted humans, and fact is, this delicate, almost theatrical gesture is just incredibly endearing. It really feels like a secret, a special form of communication meant just for you. The quiet intimacy of this moment is deeply relaxing and heartwarming, strengthening that unique bond between human and cat without any kind of auditory disturbance. Unlike dogs who were actively domesticated by humans, cats largely domesticated themselves. When humans transitioned to agriculture and began storing grain, it attracted rodents. Wild cats who were less fearful of humans found a plentiful food source in these early granaries. This was a mutually beneficial, low-stress arrangement. Humans did not need to train or command cats. The cats simply existed, providing pest control through their natural behaviors. This is the foundation of our relationship with cats, one of quiet coexistence rather than demanding partnership. This historical lack of pressure is embedded in our dynamic with them even today, making it inherently more relaxed than relationships with other domesticated animals. In ancient Egypt, cats were associated with the goddess Bastet, who represented home, fertility, and protection. To harm a cat was a crime punishable by death. They were seen as protectors of the home and bringers of good fortune. This historical veneration adds a layer of mythic comfort to our modern relationships with cats. There is a subconscious, cultural memory that these creatures are not just pets, but ancient symbols of sanctuary and domestic bliss. Sharing your home with a cat is, in a way, connecting to this ancient lineage of comfort and protection. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they are most active at dawn and dusk, a rhythm that matches the activity of their prey. Their evolutionary role as solitary hunters means they are, masters of conserving energy. The long hours of sleep and profound stillness we find so relaxing are actually survival strategies. Understanding that their calm demeanor is a refined evolutionary trait, not just laziness, adds a new level of appreciation. We are witnessing efficiency in its most graceful form. They are embodying the principle of conserve energy until it is time to act, a lesson in energy management that is profoundly relevant to our overstimulated lives. A cat is a living, breathing sanctuary. They are a four-legged lesson in the art of finding comfort, the power of a simple touch, and the profound healing contained within a vibration. They ask for little but offer a quiet, consistent presence that can lower blood pressure, ease anxiety, and remind us of the simple joys of a sunbeam, a soft blanket, and a deep, trusting sleep. In a world that often shouts, the cat's gentle purr, its slow blink, and its serene stillness are a whisper of a simpler, softer, and happier existence. They are not just pets, they are tiny, furry gurus of peace, and their most relaxing fact is simply this: by choosing to share our lives with them, we choose to invite a little more happiness in, one purr at a time.